Mail Junctions tutorial videos. Today we're going to be assembling SuperQuick Kit A11, the Station Master's house in Crossing Keeper's cottage. Many of these steps are applicable to all pre-cut card kits, not just this one. If you have purchased a multi-building kit, it's recommended for beginners to complete one building entirely before moving on to the next. In this video, we will move through all of the stages, walls, windows, and roofs, of each building in groups. Before you start, make sure you carefully remove all the parts of your kit in a well-lit area and on a larger flat surface. Working on a cutting mat or other even color surface will help ensure that you don't misplace any bits, such as the transparent window panes. Look everything over and familiarize yourself with the different components. While the kits may seem very straightforward, even to a beginning modeler, don't be like this unfortunate fellow and decide to give it a go on your own without reading the instructions. Paper and glue are not very forgiving to mistakes, so it's important to take your model step by step. SuperQuick Kit guidelines are very detailed, but are written paragraph style. Read and reread throughout your build to make sure you're doing things in the right order. Carefully remove the major wall pieces first from the kit. Most of the walls you'll be able to remove with your fingers and careful pressure. Work your way around the outside of the wall, checking for areas that you may need assistance from a good quality hobby knife. Occasionally, you'll encounter an edge that the kit cutter missed. We'll look after these once the other edges of the wall have been removed. It's handy to have a good quality hobby knife around, such as an X-Acto knife, as there will be small assists you will need to make to remove the model cleanly from the card. If you notice a location on the model that needs some extra knife help, it's better to use small, multiple cuts instead of a big slice. The kit pieces are placed very close together and it's easy to cut through another kit element without realizing it. Once you have removed the major components of your model, check for any edges that you may need extra trimming with. Remove them carefully with your knife. Usually there are two kinds of cuts in your kit: cut-through lines, where you can punch out, and scoring lines, which are meant to assist in folding. Watch for directional arrows on the kit that will help indicate which is which. You can see the little orange arrows in the waste that's being cut away in this shot. If you accidentally cut through a score line, don't panic. That's what tape is for. Once you have your main walls removed, it's time to do the windows. Make sure your hobby knife is a clean blade to do this work, as the acetate can tear easily. Hold the window sheet firmly while cutting, as the windows are lined edge to edge. There is little room for a miscut. Don't forget to keep track of where the cut windows are. It can be very hard to find them if they stick to your sleeve or fall on the ground. When you have a couple of windows cut, super glue or another instant adhesive works well to adhere them to the walls. In this case, we used a second bottle of glue or another similar surface with a narrow lid and placed the windows on with tweezers. You could place a small dab of glue on each of the frame corners on the back of the wall and lower the wall piece over the window. Press down gently for good adhesion. As you cut and select windows to place, don't forget to take a look at the instructions. The windows vary in sizes and they can be very similar. It's easy to select the wrong one if you're not paying close attention. Continue to place all of the windows on your current building's walls using the same method. Next, carefully cut out doors, dormers, and other building accessories. Look for any supporting tabs that need to be folded down and glued in place, or cross-building supports that are correct for this stage of construction. Again, any quick bond, thinner glue works well. Cut any door or window edges that need to be released from the wall sections before moving on to final wall closure. You're now ready to enclose the walls of your model. Beginning modelers, you may want to use a thicker, longer set glue to allow you time to reposition in case of error. Use your glue sparingly so it doesn't run down the edge of your design. Fold the model gently along all score lines and hold until adhered. Prepare and apply the base of the building. Again, use your glue sparingly so it doesn't show on the outside of the model. Prepare and fold the roof and prep the sides of the house where the roof will attach with glue. Again, you may prefer to use a thicker glue to prevent rundown on your model sides. Small dabs will do, then place your roof and hold until adhered. Often, card buildings will use small triangular supports within wall joins and against square edges to help retain the shape of the model over time. These can be very small to cut in place, but don't ignore this important step. Cut carefully, as they may be placed very close together on the card. Sometimes, we've made extra supports from window waste material to ensure the walls will stay square. Using small dabs of glue and possibly tweezers, place the supports as indicated in the instructions. If you see an area of the building that you think will need reinforcement, repeat the procedure with your waste-built supports. You're now ready to do the final model assembly. Follow the instructions carefully to enclose the walls, insert door and dormer placements, and finally roof pieces. Chimneys and chimney pots may come next, as well as roof ridge papers and roof gutters. Very quickly, your new model set is finished and ready to add to your layout. We hope you've enjoyed this overview of building with card and look forward to seeing you along for other builds with L&L Junction.